Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Oh, look, there's another Enderman. Last time, we were taking another quick look at how to get the familiars from Ars Nouveau, and we were looking at it, and we realized that one of the recipes we needed was to get a ritual going that will basically turn any of the... no ender pearls. Basically, we need a ritual stone that will turn any of the Ars Nouveau mobs, or any of the ones that will actually work as familiars, into this scroll card, which we can use to actually assign them as our as our familiar. Only problem, said thing requires ender pearls, of which we had exactly 0. So we went to the Nether, forgetting that the entire fabric of this dimension has been changed. So it's not like we can just find a crimson or what is this biome called again? Warped forest, that's what it is. And just go about our days as if nothing has happened. That takes a whole lot more work. So we had made it over here. We did a little bit of running around looking for something. What is this? Respawn anchor. Okay. Oh yeah, this diamond pickaxe works like an iron pickaxe. Hopefully this will still work. It did. This one has tool has iron effectiveness against all blocks. Doesn't mean it's iron or better against, I don't know. That's weird. Like that doesn't feel right. I feel like if you got that on like a gold or diamond or gold or a stone or something like that, that would be good. But maybe, oh, another epic boss. Maybe it's a thing where it will go up to iron if it's below, but won't go down from diamond. That would be good, I think. Anyways, yeah, I got distracted. Citrine ore. I don't remember if I gathered any of you, but just in case. We came here, we were hunting for ender pearls. I did actually go hunting a little bit more, if you couldn't tell, and I did find a warped forest. And this has a whole bunch of these warped endermen and whatnot. And if you kill them, they have a chance to drop these warped pearls. Crimson Forest one, you're much weaker. I haven't gotten a Crimson Ender Pearl yet. But yeah, we can just run around and beat them up and grab the Ender Pearls here. Anyways, I've totally distracted myself, like I've totally lost my train of thought. We came here looking for Enderman last time. Cleared out a couple little things and did a little bit of running about, but we quickly ran into a brand new dungeon we'd missed the first time. It's very cool. We're gonna go back and clear it out. It's from Iron Spells. That Enderman is now gone. Oh, okay then. You're not exactly what I was going for in that moment. You just appeared in front of my sword swing. Oh yes, at the very end of last time, we also got the necklace that makes it so we can't be interrupted when we're casting a spell, which is really good. I'm curious if that works just for iron spells, or if that would stop ritual cast from any other mod as well. It'd be very cool if that was the case, but I somehow doubt it. Anyways, just gonna kill a couple more endermen while we're here. We do have what we need for the ritual we want to do for getting a familiar. So we're probably gonna head back home relatively soon to do that. I do need to go deal with inventory stuff. A warped warped bee nest. Cool, it doesn't have any bees in it though. And I don't see any nearby. Anyways, just got a couple extras while we're here. Anyways, yeah, there's a very cool dungeon. We're gonna head back to clear it out pretty soon. Also between episodes, I killed a couple more bosses, so we just got that epic chest plate right there. We're not going to actually wear it, but we do need to say, hey, we got epic gear at some point. I do have these Mr. President Chelsea, the special ruined diamond sabatons of the fox. Speed 3 when attacked, fall damage reduced by 20%, magic damage taken. Okay, that's actually really good. It's not better than our current boots, so we're just gonna keep it there, but I did get these Swanky Stella, the lights blockading fiery kisses? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that one. Of iron. Instant health when we get hit, excuse me, and 8% damage reduction. And, okay, yeah, those are just going on. Of course they are. Like, these ones are just rare. We have less max health because of it, but obviously we're just gonna wear those. And then just some rare rarity items, just good stuff. What do we need for this? We need to slay the Wither, that's right. That's why we're not up to the next tier yet. Anyways, I do need to head back home and deal with inventory stuff pretty quickly. That's a question of, do we want to go finish clearing that dungeon now? Yes, I really want to. So we're probably going to. Hello there. Wow, we did 9.5 hearts of damage with one swing. That's pretty good. I'm assuming that's some sort of buff from this, and then... Oh, a 12% crit chance and plus 4.5 fire damage just on every swing. Yeah, that's pretty good. I definitely should have just marked the warped forest right there. Is that a bee setting itself on fire? That is a magmatic bee setting itself on fire. Okay, you can just enjoy your life, little friend. Anyways, I'm gonna run back, I'm gonna mark this place, and then we're going to teleport home to deal with inventory stuff real quick, because I desperately need to. And then, yeah, we're probably going to finish exploring that dungeon and before going back home to do the ritual, depending on how long it takes us. So, warped forest. I probably should have headed back home to deal with inventory stuff beforehand, but oh well. Warped forest. Forest sats. Nope. Save. And alt there. Teleport back home. I'll see you once I've dealt with all the inventory nonsense I have to empty. Okay. So, last time we had randomly gotten an Alacarquinos, it's basically a sand dollar thing that apparently an Alacarquinos will give you. And I was like, what's that thing? I don't remember seeing that thing in the book before. What on earth could an Alacarquinos be? This thing. We saw this thing in like episode 3 or 4 or something like that. When did we first make it to this little plains biome? Because this thing has been here since then, like episode 4, I think. It's just been hanging out here. This is an Alacarquinos. Also, there is both a Whirly Sprig and a Drigme stuck in this little gully right here. So I think that we could just do the ritual and get both of them for free as familiars. So, and then we just need to make a second one to go hunt down a Starbuncle. I've seen them before, but I have no idea where. Are we doing the familiar spell now? I think we might be doing the familiar spell now. Hold on. Let's see. Where was I? The familiar thing needs the ritual of obtain a bound script. It can be obtained by ritual of binding. So just look up binding real quick. So an ender pearl, a blank parchment, which we can just make. Okay, so that's simple enough. I think I have to make a new blank parchment, or there might be a way to clear these, but I don't remember how. Is it just putting them in here? Yes, it is. Cool. So that's 3 of these, 1 vexing archwood log, 1 ender pearl. Does it specifically have to be a normal ender pearl? I think I can turn these into... Yeah, they can get turned into them like that, so that doesn't matter much. And was that it? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it was. Yep, I am. Of course I'm forgetting something. Binding. Do that. And here it is. Oh yes, the blank parchment. Literally went out of my way to make that too. Anyways, tablet of binding. Just need to go ahead and get the, not the arcane pedestal. I need the ritual base. Which doesn't appear to be here anymore? I'm not locking that away in some backpack or something and forgetting, am I? I don't see it. I feel I thought it had gotten destroyed from the Chimera, and then I thought I had found it again, but now I appear to have lost it. So maybe I'm misremembering and I didn't actually get it back, and I do need to make a new one. I don't remember. It's not over here, and I'll double check the chest one more time before I remake it. I don't think it's that expensive anyways. It's basically just a stone, and I have a full stack of it now. So, let me go double check the chest real quick, make sure I didn't leave it behind somewhere as I shouldn't have. I thought I remembered finding it again, so I guess, but I guess not, so let's just go ahead and remake it real quick. Oh yeah, it's a 2x2 for the source gem blocks, I keep forgetting. I'm fairly certain one of my artifacts... Why did that zombie get lit on fire? Was it... Oh yeah, fiery armor, duh. I was gonna say, I think one of my artifacts set that thing in fire, and then it turned around and set us on fire in turn, but yeah, it was our armor itself. Anyways, source block gem, or source gem block, rather, mixed with the arcane pedestal, mixed with a few pieces of gold, is going to make our ritual brazier. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere over there, and I double-checked basically every chest in this place and our actual home. So, this makes a ritual brazier. But before we go ahead and actually do this ritual and force tame my, and tame that Drigme and that, Whirly Sprig, let's actually just try using the Dominion Wand. Position set. How does this thing work? And no entity set, no location set. I definitely have set a position. But what happens if I right-click on you? Nothing. Stored entity. Okay, somehow I have stored a zombie. No idea what it does. Apparently this thing is supposed to react somehow when you right-click different things, and they're supposed to react differently depending on what you click. What happens if I do this? Okay. Okay, so it makes a different noise than when I did it on the zombie. It doesn't appear to actually do anything still. I don't know, I was told I needed to make this thing and it would do various different effects when used on a mob, but what, I have no idea. Oh, definitely should have slept through the night, though. Anyways, little friend, Whirly Sprig. Stored entity. Position. Yeah, I have no idea what this thing is doing. Time to look once more into in here. Dominion Wand. Let's see. Configuring source relays and automation entities. To set a transfer path, use the wand on the object that you would like to take a source block from, and use that on the block you would like. Okay. For example, source jar to source relay to source relay, or source relay to source jar to clear connections. You can use this way. Okay. And then it continues on there. And then it can do something with starbunkles. Okay, basically, give a gold nugget to a wild starbuncle, and then you will be able to make the charm and get your own little friends. Oh. And then when they're killed, you can just get them back again, and then you can dye them. Okay, so starbunkles work differently than everything else. Cool. But didn't this thing specifically say something about the Dominion Wand having various effects when used on mobs? Am I misremembering? It's used for controlling the creatures you might encounter in the world. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that's talking about. Maybe I need to look more at the page for Starbuncle or whatnot. Oh yeah, we got cloud shaping randomly, so free source gems, and we made the binding one, so free source jar, so that's all pretty cool. Anyways, put down the source jar, put down the ritual brazier, and put in the tablet of binding. You two should be within range. I've definitely got more than enough source for this. Activate. So these two, both, this seems familiar. Yep, these two both became bound scripts. So used for obtaining familiars, obtained from the ritual of binding. Used for obtaining familiars, obtained from the ritual of binding. I think Whirlysprig and Drigme. Well, I wanted all of them, but I think these were two of the three that I really wanted out of more than any of them. So, once more, let's go look at familiars, shall we? So, the Drigme familiar. It will increase the damage of earth spells by 2. We don't have any yet, but that's good to know. Increase the amount of enemy looting when slaying enemies. Okay, that's really good. So, the Drigme familiar will give us extra looting. And the Whirlysprig, will give us... We'll make Earth Elemental Glyphs cost half, and give us extra saturation when consuming food. Okay, those are both relatively good abilities. So do I right-click these ones? Familiar unlock? Familiar unlock. Cool. Now, what about the Whirly Sprig Charm? Um, okay, you can make it obtained by growing a tree near a wild Whirly Sprig. Okay, can't be tamed. Then it's a seed, that's... Okay. So basically, plant a tree near, or grow a tree near on, and then it will give you the charm, and then the charm can be used for more charms, or for random loot. Is that it? Like, is that really what all the Whirly Sprig charm is used for? What about the other charms? You're used for the source spawner. No idea about that. Anyways, I've yet to see a ritual actually cost to source. I was told they were supposed to, but I haven't seen it actually happen. I also should have tried getting a, I should have tried using this on you, but I don't think it was going to work anyways. So, now that we pull out the book, if we press C and scroll over to Familiars, we can see we have our Whirly Sprig, and our Drigme. So, Familiar, Drigme's Blessing, 30 seconds plus 1 extra looting. It's just gonna follow us around. 100 out of 100 health. We can't hit it. I'm gonna assume that this little friend is not going to be helpful in combat. Yeah, this thing is just going to give us a little bit of extra looting, basically. Yeah, we technically could have gotten 3 bones there anyways, but it's, I don't know. Technically possible to get 3 bones as a baseline, but not exactly super common. But can we have both of our... Okay, it's one or the other. So, Drigme's Blessing will run out in 20 seconds, and then we should get a Whirly Sprig Blessing as well, which would give us extra saturation. We're probably going to be running about with our little Drigme friend, but we do have options now. Hello there, you're also just adorable. Kind of wish I could have both of them out at once, but understandable that it wants you to pick and choose which upgrades and which power-ups you want. Oh, you don't actually have a Familiar's Blessing thing up on the right. We just know that we have extra saturation from food. So that works pretty well, I think. We're going to keep with our other little friend, but it's fun to have those options. Anyways, also before we go too much further, in that little clip while I was dealing with inventory stuff, I added in the blood spikes, blood needles to our Iron Spells book. We tested this one and it wasn't super great, but that was back in Tensura. Now it's a relatively fast one that did... It has a pretty long cooldown. Yeah, it's probably still going to be better than like the Fire Surge, but it's not looking like that's going to be a very useful spell either. We just have no offensive capabilities, basically. It's basically down to melee with the sword, which is a little bit sad. I'm trying various things, and I suppose I just need to go further into trial and error to find out what's good and what's not. Because right now, it just feels like most things are just kind of bad. Case in point, our only offensive spell when it comes to Ars Nouveau is this Firebolt. It does considerably less than any of our sword swings right now. Anyways, we're gonna head back to the Nether real quick. I think I have some inventory stuff to deal with before we go try and take on the rest of that thing. Which is that direction? No, that's the forest. Ancient Warrior Spawner, Fortress. Where was it? Oh yes, Mage Library, that's what it is. And that's where it is, and that's what I labeled it. I'll see you over there in a moment. Is my little friend still with us? Supposedly the answer is no. Can I just go in and say Familiar Summon again? Ah, I can. So I think our little friend is immortal, and no matter where we go, if we do get separated, we can just resummon it again, and it will appear like nothing happened. So, yay! Yay, summoning magic! I don't know how this happened. I got summoned swords, and then from there, I got... I don't even know... I'm just obsessed with summoning magic now. This has never happened before. I've never been a huge fan of summoning magic in games. I don't know why this case is any different, but it is. Anyways, I'm being chased. Might as well deal with you and try to get the extra skull pieces, because why not? Ah, I missed this swing. Wasabi seeds, cool. Anyways, that extra looting is going to come in handy. Let me deal with some inventory stuff real quick, and then we're going to make our way back into the dungeon. Oh, I actually made it back to the dungeon, and a pretty interesting place. One, this is actually part of the dungeon that we haven't properly cleared out yet, so might as well take this stuff. Two, we're right next to a different dungeon entirely. Just completely missed that until I was literally standing on top of it. Where are we? Okay, we're on the other side of the library, basically. And if we go up here, we're back to this room. We basically just didn't go down this path before. Cool. I think it was the only one we didn't. So, we'll get back to that little pyramid in a moment. Let's just finish off this little side pathway. Anything else? No, it just ends in a brazier. Okay, so might as well clear that thing out. It's going to be like one... I think it's just one chest. It might be two. I'm not quite remembering right now. But our little friend is just following close behind this whole time. It's very cute. I think this is the less cute of our little familiar friends, but do I really think that it kind of looks like it looks like a little old man with a giant beard and a little reindeer onesie. That might not actually be the less cute option. What have we got? Is that the old school Windows banner? What is this? Are we about to see? Are we about to play Simon Says? Okay. That's an interesting banner design. A projectile reflection, another one of those scrolls. Stone swords, regardless of how upgraded they are still just bad. Oh, that's a cool one. It's pretty basic. It's just a red and black gradient, but it's still pretty cool. You and you. Oh, now I'm gonna have to deal with this inventory nonsense once again. Keep the spell book on us, of course. Grab out the redstone. Everything else that can fit in there is just going to. They're only rare, not whatever. Just take all of that stuff. Another random tablets. That's pretty cool. And you can join the rest of the extra gear that we might end up wearing at some point in this chest. So there is another full clear of a little dungeon. This one only had the one chest, I think. I don't think there was anything else hiding under the TNT, but real quick we can just do this. Nope, that looks like it. Anyways, it's gonna take me a moment to get back into the actual dungeon we're here to clear. Oh, I decided to double check the other pathways, and apparently we didn't clear out to this one on the opposite side either. Sure, we're just gonna take all of it. Flaming Strike, I think we have a better copy of, but might as well take it anyways. Few more ancient soldiers we could fight real quick, before we do. Night metal and tools is pretty interesting. You can only find those in a very specific Twilight dungeon, so it's interesting that they're here as well. Let's get some extra backup. So, swords. And Alan the coffee addict. Wolves. I can only summon one copy at a time, which is... Oh yeah, summoning sickness, duh. Let's just go one at a time, and so we're not over complicating things and over endangering ourselves. Oh, there goes one sword. Number 1, down. Number 2, we only lost the rapier, which is actually bad, because I think that's the most effective one against this opponent. Well, that one went a little bit better. Interesting that they're dropping iron and gold and not anything. And I haven't seen them drop those before. Ow. Yeah, we can sort of tank those hits with all this really good armor, but it's not exactly fun. Oh, sorry, wolf, I just almost called it a dino and then almost called it a dragon. It is a wolf. Brain, what are you doing? Mouth, brain, get on the same side. Get on the same topic. Are you gonna come and get me, or are you just going to do a little dance? Okay. So there goes the basic sword as well. Not the claymore, at least. I think the claymore... Well, the claymore does the most damage, but I think it's probably the least reliable against these things, because they have a lot of armor. Actually, no, they don't. They only have 6. Oh, no. The claymore doesn't hit very often, so I don't think of it as the strongest of the swords. Anyways, just a whole bunch of the fiery essence, and that's this side also fully cleared. Then all of them... And then... Or... There's technically this little friend right here to fight as well, so... Come at us, you... I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I spent a long time outside today. Maybe I'm just tired. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's all the ancient soldiers, or ancient warriors rather, from this side cleared out, and I double-checked the other sides. So I think it's back to just clearing out this room, which, there's this little center bit right here. We technically didn't see this at the end of last time, but there's nothing really all that interesting. It's a lot of the inscription tables. It has a couple of armor piles. We'll clear those out later. Like, downstairs is where it gets real scary with actual spawners, but I think we cleared everything important out of all the other chests. Now let's go over to this side. There is another staircase leading all the way down. Has this reset, or did it never actually finish clearing? I don't think it actually finished clearing before. Oh, the claymore draws aggro. That's what the slash does. As soon as it happened, it got to those red anger things pop up on the enemy. Rude. Got you. Oh, we okay, game? Backup started, and then we froze up. Oh, that's a first. Uh-oh. Are we good? I hope we're good. That backup froze up my entire computer for some reason. I think we're fine. It seems like everything's back in order. Did this one drop anything? Doesn't look like it. Anyways, there's obviously some more armor stands on the ground. Oh, those are just from the Biomes mod. Or I thought there might be cool things just growing out of the floor in here, like some sort of crystal, but nope, it's just grass. Anyways, oh, that's more of that. I did see a couple of chests on one of the sides, but is there anything else here besides just more barrels and a bunch of armor to break? Is it a no? There's something upstairs with some sort of like a rune stone in the middle that I assumed we would activate somehow to fight a boss. But I was expecting to find what we needed down here, but I'm unsure of that now. The flame pendant is not exciting. And we're just going to keep finding these tomes and reading them. A fragment of a ritual text, partially burned. It details undergoing some intense process with symbology of souls and fire. Okay, I do really like these. Little bits of world building, like there's some lost magical civilization that was doing some pretty scary stuff. Let's see. A letter warning of the ramifications of connecting souls if the prime soul were to be killed. This is a lot of ancient knowledge fragments we're getting out of this. We already have 2 or 3 back at home, so that's actually really good. If we get enough of them, we'll just be able to get some of the Eldritch magic or straight away, which would be very nice. Ooh, that's an epic axe. I don't think I have an axe period right now. Anyways, what's this one? Ledgers, it seems, the 2 log transactions of construction materials and containing hundreds of shipments of various building materials. Okay. Some of these are more interesting than others. Can we stop with bosses for 5 seconds, please? Like, that is a rare boss right there. Can it actually feel like it for a moment? Something feels off about that pillar. We'll come back to that in a moment. Or, oh wait, it might just be how it's positioned. Oh, we already have a couple of those. No idea what the chained books are for. Oh, we already read that one. I accidentally opened it back up. Dragon's Breath isn't great, but might as well take it anyways. Poison Arrow I don't think is super amazing, but again, no reason not to. Divine Smite is a fun one. It does more damage if you... Oh, a level 10 firebolt. Okay, there's a good offensive magic. Anyways, Divine Smite does more damage if you have a good weapon and you smash it into the ground. So, with a really, really good sword, that one might be worth it. Whoops. Give me that back. Give me that back. But apparently you can place these just on the floor like that. Didn't know that. Anyways, ledger detailing trade with a blackstone quarry. Okay. Another one that's, again, not that interesting. Um, is that really it? I was hoping to find something real cool in this place. Like, obviously there's something going on upstairs, but they have no idea how to activate it. I'm gonna assume it's a boss, but it's, not 100% sure on that. Okay, nothing interesting with the pillars. I thought maybe, but nope. Oh, apparently I missed some of that. It's a good thing I came back this way, otherwise it was about to despawn, probably. Anyways... Actually, there's a decent chance that... I think a lot of the Iron Spells dungeons are actually listed in the quest log for it. Let's double check this real quick. I know for a fact at least the Catacombs was in here, I think. Description table is free paper. On the highway to... Okay, hold on. Go to the Nether. Cool. Ancient Battleground. Are only a fragment of the past. Who knows what happened? Who knows who fought who? All we have now are parts of the walls and these piles of armor. Might as well just pick them up by mining them with your pickaxe. Oh, sure, thanks, game. I'm sure that will work totally fine and nothing bad will happen. Oh, and then, after trying to harvest the piles of armor, they appear to come back to life as if there was a body using them. They have 60 hearts, and they are different from other bosses as they don't use magic. Rather, I believe they were something made from magic. They will attack using the sword either by swinging it or by charging at you with it. From what I've seen, they will attack everything they see besides other knights. When skilled, they drop netherite scraps and cinder essence. That should definitely be of good use. And then necromancers we also found and killed one, so we could get that as well, but I don't want to waste too many inventory spaces. Does this really not have the dungeons listed? I could have sworn it did. The last class. Okay, that will give you swift sneak. Into the ancient city for ancient knowledge, and then Eldritch. Okay. Well, where's the dungeons? Where's the boss section on here? I know it exists. Bounty board, Warden, Starlight Golem, Eternal Starlight, Killer Ravager. Where is this? I know I saw something about the catacombs. I think there's something about bosses in here, isn't there? I don't remember where it was. Automatium. Am I just completely making this up in my head, or am I actually thinking of something I saw? And I'm now second guessing everything, so I'm gonna start scrolling through and see if I can't find what I'm thinking of. Okay, I found the page I was thinking of. It's the Cataclysm exploration page, but this is only the Cataclysm bosses, it's not all the bosses. So that's not really of much help. Although, I did look at what the Twilight Forest looks in here, and honestly, this shape is kind of cool. It's just a wee. I don't know why I made that noise. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't find any info on this. Like, I literally looked up not Twilight Forest, Iron Spell's dungeons online, and just this one didn't even pop up. So I'm gonna assume that this isn't from baseline Iron Spells, and this is spawned in by one of the other ones, and it's just spawning in those mobs. Either that, or I was looking at an outdated wiki. I don't know. But, this is obviously some sort of boss chamber, isn't it? Like, what is this? Cinderous Soul Rune. I'm gonna assume that some of those books might actually be little hints for what to do here. Cinderous Soul Rune. Hold on. Do I have a flint and steel? I know I left a couple downstairs because I didn't think I'd need them. We think a firebolt will actually light these. Nope, didn't think so, but I figured I'd try. Maybe it's a thing where I actually need to light all the braziers nearby in order to activate that thing. Cinderous Soul Rune. Do I have to actually be on fire? Cinderous Soul Rune. Cinder Essence, Cinder Soul Collar, Cinderous Soul Caller. Oh, Oh, we can't activate this. We can't make that thing right now because we don't have an Echo Shard. But Cinderous Soul Caller, it's the exact same color, and it's the exact same name. So I'm gonna assume those are probably connected somehow. I really do want to know now. So, Focus of Cinder. Do I want to spoil myself on this and actually look up how this works? Or do I want to save it and just assume that I can't do this until we beat the Warden? Hmm. I think I want to just know I'm right. I won't look up what this does, or if it does spawn a boss, I'll probably just see, oh yeah, this spawns a boss, but I'll try to avoid any info on it. I just want to make sure that this thing actually requires the Cinderous Soul Hat or whatever it's called to work. So, 1 second, I'll try and avoid as many spoilers as I can. I just want to know this is how we do it, just to make sure we can't do it now. Okay, so, this is definitely a boss key. And that thing that I thought was hat is actually a bell, apparently. And it is new, that's why it wasn't on that wiki I was looking at. EvilCrafting Station. But Cinderous Soul Rune. Also, something I completely forgot about. All of the iron spells suck. That's why the armor exists, because it boosts the damage of all the different spells. I'm just a goofball and haven't been worrying about armor besides random pieces I've gotten. Because, yeah, I really need to make good armor. Probably one of these different ones for some sort of boost in either the Ars armor for boosting Ars magic, or this armor for boosting iron spells. But I have once again lost this hat, and the bell thing in the inventory, but Cinderous Soul Rune. Yep. No idea how I didn't see it there before. I just couldn't see it in the thing. But yeah, this is a bell. We can't do this boss battle until we beat the Warden. Or until we at least go to an ancient city, I suppose. We don't technically have to beat the Warden if we can avoid running into one at all and just steal the Echo Shard. We should be able to make our way out of there. But we do need to kill a Warden anyways. I'm assuming it has some sort of new drop. Plus, it's a quest. And once we do that quest, we'll be able to continue on with a bunch of things. So we really... At this point, the game kind of wants us to go beat normal Minecraft, doesn't it? Oh yes, something I was looking at all that stuff, and I looked at the recipe for something that called for the Hoglin leather, which is a new drop from Iron Spells. I almost completely forgot about. Should have been grabbing some of that stuff while we've been here too. So we're gonna be heading back home, but I'm gonna go hunt down a couple of Hoglins, just so that we can get some of that stuff and go ahead and make some Iron Spells armors and whatnot. That way we can actually get some sort of offensive magic. It is going to come at the cost of a lot of our defensive capabilities, though. So, let me go hunting. I think I'm in the entirely wrong biome to find them anyways. I have to find a Crimson Forest again. Or maybe the Warped Forest. I don't remember if they spawn there. I'm just going to spend a little bit hunting here. If I can get, I don't know, 8? If I can get, like, 8 of the things, that should be enough to, like, make something, or at least know that I might be able to make something. I don't know. Anyways, might as well clear this out first, because we're right here anyways. You can go away. Another thing to do, another, thing. That's the word, that's the technical term. Everyone knows what I talk about when I say the word thing. Words are hard. Also, enchanting bottles are important. And I want basically everything out of this chest. So I'm just going to try and loot this place, then I'm going to go hunt down a couple of Hoglins real quick. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I have managed to find 0 Hoglins. I see one on the map right there, but I think that's the baby I just ran away from. Anyways, I'm back to basically where we started the episode, because there were a couple of things I meant to go over that happened right before we started that I just completely forgot about when I hit record. Anyways, pointed redstone. There's a whole biome in the nether just completely made out of redstone. Like, we have redstone bulbs, redstone spikes, redstone blocks. It's basically like an emerald, it's basically like an amethyst of redstone that can just grease melted into it. So, that's apparently never going to be a problem. That's a good thing to note. And there's just a really cool looking boat over here. Like it's like there's an actual like steamboat off in the lava over here. I saw a wither skeleton on the map on it, so I'm gonna assume there's enemies aboard. But I can't believe I forgot about this. Like when I hit start recording, I was on a tree with it behind me, and I just forgot to go explore it. It's like I got distracted by something else. But yeah, it's should be coming right into view in a moment, if I can stop messing up my umbrellas. Speaking of which, the umbrella can level up again. We're going to do that in a moment. But yeah, just a full-blown steamboat right here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, soft fall can't be leveled up until we get another experience point on this thing. But full-on steamboat, just hanging out in the middle of the lava. Just completely forgot to go explore this thing. Like, what have we got aboard? Permission to board, Captain. I'm not listening for a response. I'm a goof. Anyways, it's Captain's place. Oh, it's literally got a skull and crossbones. Okay, it's a literal pirate ship. We're two-shotting them now, so this really is a pretty good sword. Oh, thanks for the enchanted scroll of true invisibility. Really need to research Coral's tombstones a bit more. Come on, come to the door. Or, no, don't come through the door, come to the door. Just a little potion room, a couple little chests. Hey, it's not quite the non-binary flag. It's close, but it's missing the black stripe. I think 4 stripes on one of those flags is a little difficult, so I'll give it to ya. What's this one? I do love all the random flags. They're so cool. Maybe pronunciate a bit better, me. I think we already have a moonstone ring, so I don't need that one. Plus, it's only arrow damage. I do want all of this, though, basically, besides... what's in the other chest? Red Cross. I mean, we're gonna take all of this stuff. We're gonna go explore... Grants immunity to rend. I'm not entirely sure what rend is. I've seen it, but I don't know what it does. You and you can sit in here. Everything else can get tossed away wherever it's going to fit. We have a full stack of Wither Skull fragments, so that's pretty cool. We can basically make as many withers as we want at this point. What's downstairs? And then we'll go back upstairs to finish clearing this out. 2 chests. Just a single... Why is there a single glass panel in there? Why? I don't know. Hello, Chrome. Hello, Chrome symbol. Anyways, I don't know, nothing super interesting. Where's that map to? Nether Fortress map. I don't think we need help finding those. And is this just lava down there? It's just lava down there. Okay. So, nothing else super interesting in this place, although the boat is pretty cool. I'm gonna finish trying to get everything into backpacks. I'm gonna basically take everything. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. Oh, there's a pink biome up there. I'm curious what that's all about. We'll probably see that next time. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. You know what? No, we're gonna go see what that pink biome is, and then I'm going to end off. I'm probably just gonna count that out in that outro, but I'm totally gonna forget to go check this out next time. So, it's pink. Ooh, it's got pretty blues in it too. Glycering? Yeah, that's what it says. It's Eternal Expedition. Enter in all nether biomes. Okay, just did that accidentally. But the basalt deltas is what we're still in. And this is another chest I want to loot. Is that a shovel? I think that's a shovel. That's the... Is that a romantic or a gender? I think it's one of the two, but I don't remember which. Glistering Meadow. Okay. This biome's really pretty to look at. I'm curious if there's any use for, like, these glistering spire things. You can centrifuge it into plant fibers, and that's about it. They just look pretty. Anyways, I have a few more chests to finish looting, and then I'll be heading off myself. But for real now, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching one more time, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagata and Goddess of the Star-Filled Void. Thank you so much for the extra support. So now, without further ado, take care, everybody.